hook for you and take a fish off. That's about the only
That's
thing I can
that's
do.
that's that's about as useful as he is to me.
Y'all
Baiting,
hear y'all
taking
hear this
fish off.
shit? They
That's
they
why
they
Tribe
going at
uses
me.
them jigs. She tries to hand him worms, and he's like, ew, no.
Yeah, yeah. So he's like, I gotta have these jigs now, so
Right,
because so I don't have to touch them nasty worms.
right.
That's
Do
what
y'all
Travis.
hear
Plastic,
this
not
shit?
I'm
slimy.
like, babe, pull your pants up, bait my damn hook.
The hell?
I gotta catch dinner tonight. Stop
Right.
bullshitting.
Nick,
Had to hit the intro on y'all. Y'all was hurting my feelings. Y'all was hurting
Oh,
my
you
feelings.
cutting this off.
Wow.
That's some liberal bullshit right
that's some
there.
liberal bullshit. Exactly, man. Man, I'm Tribe. Your new name is Small Minnow Bucket, man.
Small minnow
minnow
bucket.
bucket. Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what's up with y'all, man? Backwoods superstar in the house, man. Tell us how you feel, man. How'd you enjoy yourself, man? You on that
Yeah.
Prepper Nation, man. That shit was tight, man. I think I'm just gonna say real quick, man. I really am, man. I think you did awesome on there, man. You was 100% yourself. You even picked on Prepper Nation a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing, man. You held it down. I'm proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. No, it was all good, man. I did have to pick at him, man. I called his man card out, man, on the beard thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all like, "How'd you grow that beard and stuff? You know, them big beards like that." And I was like, "Well, you got to be a man."
Right. Chat was
Oh,
cracking
shit.
up. Chat
Oh
was
my God.
Nation was like, "Come on, man." Shit.
That's
Nah,
funny.
he's man. I just want to thank him, like, really sincerely. You know, it was cool as shit, man. Just cool dude, man. Straight up. We talked for a little while afterwards, and just cool motherfucker, man, right there. Nation's good people, man. I appreciate it, brother. It was fun, man. A lot of good people in there. I've got a lot of new subscribers, man. I appreciate it. I really do, to everybody. And that's enough about me, shit, man. We about to let's get it in, man. How can we follow that fucking badass motherfucking performance, that the real fucking talk from Tribe a while ago, man? Jesus, man.
I know. I'm all hyped up. I'm ready to go out and bump some heads right now.
Right?
Go.
I was all up on the edge of the chair, and I was like,
Me
"Yeah,
too.
fucking kill him,
I
Tribe."
was sweating
Shit.
and stuff. I'm like, yeah, fuck Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
Man,
fuck
man,
Joe Biden.
I was holding that shit in, man. I didn't even talk to Nisi like for an hour before.
I had
said,
no idea.
I was almost gonna like start talking to her about it, and I was like, just hold it in, man. Let all that shit out when you go live. I was like, fuck it.
You shocked me. I had no clue. I was like, what? Go ahead, babe. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Let's go.
We're gonna have some mad motherfuckers. I probably lost subs. You know, all the Democrats done
Oh,
ran
whatever.
off the channel now.
Fuck them.
Nah.
Fuck
But
them.
hey, it's about that time because I'm sick of the bullshit.
No, your shit gonna blow up, man. All them liberals and them haters and shit gonna be like, "You gotta hear what he said. He's leaving this one up. Hurry, go get the clips before he takes it down."
Yes.
Yeah.
They gonna
Hey,
be watching.
all I know is if you don't make a clip with just the fucking song, people are gonna be mad at you. So you already know that's got to happen.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
put it. You gotta make it.
True.
Yeah, I should do like a little video, and every time I say like "fuck Kamala Harris," have her doing some fucked up shit, and
should.
Joe Biden have him like falling down the steps. Fuck a Joe Biden, bitch, and he falls down the steps. You know what I'm saying?
You should do a video with that
Yep.
song, with your voice the way you did it.
Man, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all that's like spur of the moment shit that happened. Like no bullshit. Like it was like 15 minutes before the live. I was fucking around with the beats. I threw that little beat together, and as I was listening to it, I was already pissed off from what I seen on the TV. and I was like, "Fuck a Joe Biden, bitch. Fuck a Kamala Harris." I was like, "Oh shit, I might have to fucking do this." You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Needs to be the opening clips.
Man.
Yep.
You know I got that big loud stereo system in my truck with them subs and shit. I swear to you, man, tomorrow I got to go to the store and get a couple of things. I'm gonna be jamming that shit, man. Everybody gonna hear that shit, man.
That'd be great.
Everybody.
Hell yeah.
Play that on the way to the voting line in November.
Right?
loud.
No doubt. Appreciate you, Sophia. Appreciate you.
Hey, Carbon Q.
What's
What's
up,
up,
Carbon?
everybody in chat?
Tim, Yard Dog in the house. Fish Sticks.
Yard
Betty in
dog.
the house.
Fish
What
sticks.
up?
What?
Live chat, y'all. Live chat.
Live
Yes,
chat.
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Shit, you can drop the link too, man, in case one or two people want to hop up here and say what's up.
Okay.
I mean, usually nobody does, but you can drop the link. You know what I'm saying? We in the underground. Shit. You know how we do. What up, TT1?
True.
Random. Christopher B. What up? Princess Buttercups. What's up with you? Man, it's
Thank
good
you.
to see y'all.
All the
Candle,
new members.
Michigan Outpost 231. What up?
did I got a question, man? Did TT1 scare himself after that last live stream he did, man? That was off the chain. Because I mean, he's been in a couple of chats and stuff, but
I'm
Man,
hoping he took a break to step his game up a little bit for tomorrow night's deal.
He's crossing over, man. He's crossing over from chat people to content creator on YouTube, man.
yeah.
You know, he's becoming a superstar. You know, when that happens, you start.
Shadow.
Our
Superstar.
baby's growing. He's all
Is he
grown
gonna
up. Fuck you.
is he gonna get the is he gonna get the little surgery and stuff to transform on over?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He said he's gonna try to go hard tomorrow, Hutch.
There is no fucking try. You either are or you ain't. That's it.
That's
That's
right.
it. There is no in between. There ain't no fucking gray area in this bitch.
Right,
Shit.
No doubt. No doubt.
right.
Where'd you
Oh,
go?
my avatar looks better than my real face right now.
Shit.
I might just pull, this. No, that doesn't fly.
Have you looked at this motherfucker? And this motherfucker?
Yeah,
I'm a beautiful specimen. I'm a beautiful specimen.
I am sitting among great men right now.
That's
All three
right.
of y'all.
That's right.
I'm
Thank-
not gonna shit on y'all. Y'all my
Thank-
peeps.
She'll just wait
I'll
till
shit
after
on
the show
both
to
of
do
y'all.
that.
Tribe ain't got no motherfucking hairline, and backwards his beard smells.
That's fucked up, Hutch. That's fucked up.
Hey, I
Yeah,
like
what?
Tribe's bald head.
What was you snipping my beard while I was asleep last time or what?
We don't need to get into specifics about shit. We just need to know that the facts are the facts at the end of the day.
Fuck that.
You know
I
what
like
mean?
kissing and telling, man.
Y'all is bromance, man. Seriously.
We don't give a fuck.
Y'all like
Hey.
an odd couple, like for real
Hey,
odd
yeah.
couple and shit.
Hey, I do got to say something real quick. I've been dying to say this straight up. If any of y'all haters are watching right now, y'all paid to get talked about, and we fucking hate y'all. Fuck y'all haters. Y'all fucking stupid motherfuckers. I hate y'all motherfuckers.
I don't. I hit the bell on Gray Man and Pinball, so I was just playing a part. I love both of those. I think they're the best channels out there.
Fuck.
I did it.
You did what?
I think I posted the link. I think I did it right.
I posted it earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you did too. I see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh shit! I know how. So you just copy it and then you just go there and paste it in where the comments are. I've never done that before.
How long have
Hey,
you been doing this shit?
he doesn't do anything. Hutch, I do
got
it
a
all. You know
producer,
that.
man. I got a producer,
He
brother.
doesn't know how to copy and paste nothing.
You better start asking for a raise, Niecy.
I know.
Is that,
I
is
need to
You
get
that
knowing damn well you're getting 70 cents on the dollar compared to what he gets. I think you need to
swear.
get pissed off and
I
rise
need
up.
equal pay. I'm a woman and I need
is
equal
that
pay.
supposed to make Niecy feel better while you're slaving her out, man, about doing all your fucking work for you and oh, she's my producer.
Oh,
Is that
this
supposed
to make
toxic
you feel better?
masculinity.
Hey, I gotta be in front of the camera, man. at all
Hey.
times. Y'all know the stress I'm under here.
You hear this?
She
Oh,
has
you have
to
to-
she has to push a few buttons. I mean, come on.
Really?
Be
That's
honest.
all I have to do is just push buttons. Okay. All right.
I'm saying it's a little
Okay.
more than that, but
Be a little
Okay.
Just like
Okay.
all she had to do was give birth. You sound like a sexist,
it.
sir. You sound like a
Swear.
sexist.
oh, now
I
I'm a
agree.
sexist.
I
Good
agree.
Lord.
My feelings are getting hurt now.
Nah,
can't
Tribe's
handle
like,
it.
why did I bring these motherfuckers on? I was having fun before.
Look, Tribe's all fancy in a studio with the green screen and shit. And Niecy's like chained up in a basement somewhere. and
That's
shit.
it.
Look at that.
I know, right?
This,
What the
this
fuck?
right here. Yep.
I know,
It's like,
right?
get back in the dungeon.
I'm normal.
man,
He's,
I would.
he's bougie.
In all honesty, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel if it wasn't for her. I would have never known how to set it up. I would have never known how to work the computer, work my camera on my phone.
Bless your
Like
little heart.
literally every single thing that happens with YouTube, she sets up, puts together. She taught me how to use Canva. You know, well, the editing, I kind of
Oh, you
went
edit.
through
I don't
that.
edit.
Yeah. I kind of learned the editing, but
That's
as
the only
far as
thing you
sharing
do.
it out, setting up
It's too-
emails, doing the Twitter thing, doing the Instagram thing,
Okay,
all that shit.
I do all the
It's-
admin female stuff, right? Is that
It's-
what you're trying to say?
Hey, that's what
Secretary
Hutch
work.
said. I didn't say that. That was what Hutch said.
What the fuck?
And you know what? You know, the sad reality of it is it's too bad she can't teach you how to fish.
Right?
I know.
She
I
got to
know.
bring home the food too. You know what I'm saying, Hutch?
I
You
know.
pushes the buttons, bring homes the food. What the fuck, man?
I
What
swear.
the fuck?
I do it all. I do
Hey, I'm-
everything.
I'm worth it though, man. I'm worth it.
I'm kind of thinking she made them lures too, man. All of them.
Right.
yeah,
It was my idea.
well, that's
I
your
showed
fault
him
for
how to
thinking-
do it.
That's your fault.
I'm native.
What up, Nate? What's going on with you?
going on, man? What is
Hey.
up?
He decided to
Native.
grace us with his presence.
Look at this
Whatever,
fucking ebony-haired Fabio in this bitch.
What?
What?
Knew it.
So glow.
I was like, should I put my hair up tight so Hutch can't see it?
Right?
I meant to bring this up the other night. These fellas, Josh and Pop B included, talk entirely too much about my hair when I'm not around, y'all. I'm just saying.
I was wondering if you used burnt motor oil in that shit. It's all
I can't tell
shiny and
you my
stuff.
secret regimen, man. I can't tell you my secret regimen.
He be out there changing the oil and shit, getting it in his hair.
He uses natural berries and
Taking his
juices.
head.
Oh,
Like that.
Native sleeps in a wave cap, 100% wave cap every night.
He's got them juices and bushes and berries. He squeezes them out and puts them on there. For
The
sure.
Oh,
underground, baby. The underground.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Try. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? What's up?
It's been a minute. It's been too long.
Yes, sir. 1 day's too long, brother. 1 day's too
I
long.
swear.
Truth. Niecy,
Yes,
Man.
sir.
it's been years. My God.
I know.
How are you, sis?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing awesome. I tell you what, when I'm in Tribe's lives as a moderator and Niecy's
Yeah.
there, like
Yeah.
I feel like she's my boss.
What?
So when I'm in the chat talking shit and saying homoerotic stuff and all that stuff, and Niecy like corrects me, I'm sorry.
Well, last night you were talking about queefing and moist and girth. Like, no. Like,
Well, come on, man. Y'all know that lady was queefing hardcore with all the attention. Tribe did a live to address her. As soon as she saw the thumbnail,
God.
Yeah.
Motherfucker left a snail trail, didn't she?
Hell!
God
I'm
damn.
just saying, that's why she did her thing. I screen recorded that shit too, man. She was text and shit. That's fucked up. But I was like, look at her trying to get more attention because it all died down. Everybody was living their fucking lives. She's like, no one's paying more attention to me. She said, Ghetto hasn't done more lives, like taking up for me.
Right.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
over here.
And you know what? You know what's funny to me is that this motherfucker was running around texting everybody, even motherfuckers that don't even fuck with him no more, running around texting everybody the video. Like, look what Georgia Peach said. Look what Georgia Peach did. Look what Georgia Peach did. You know what I mean? Like, clown.
Dude, there
man.
was like 12 people in the chat. Like,
Right.
All 12 of them.
All of them wrenched. All 12 of them.
Oh man.
So
that's
you
funny.
were saying it was like a snail trail invasion?
Backwoods goes too far, man.
He's rough, man. He's rough.
I love how you guys don't have manners around a lady.
Watermelon queens.
Oh, Sophia.
You know what? The best part was Ghost came up like with queeferines.
Yes, he
Like,
did.
oh my god, that's perfect.
And he said it in chat tonight too, Queeferine.
Nice.
Oh Lord. I swear we goes off, man.
Y'all are crazy.
It's the underground, man. It's the
I can't
underground.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No.
We
That's
get it
What
in, man.
underground is about, y'all.
Where we come
Damn
to,
right.
we're on a worse behavior when we're here.
Shit, we pretty bad in the regular shit too.
That's true.
Fucking natives, the MVP in the chats, man. Good Lord.
That is
know,
so
right?
bad.
The chat
fun,
last
though.
night was popping off. There was
Yes.
like 5 different conversations, and everybody was talking shit.
Yes. It was mudslinging last night in the chat. It was great.
Yeah,
Freaking
I mean,
Courtney came back last night.
I know. I was
The
like,
Courtney.
The worst time to come back. Like
I
you
know,
have been
like,
here in a year, and you come back in this,
I told her, I was like, you picked a really fine time to come back, didn't you?
right? Man, y'all remember when we first started this shit, and we would be fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, and North Shore Preparedness's fucking chat. It'd be all of us, Courtney, Northern Girl, like GTP was Sean M still then.
He was
like,
Sean
yeah.
M. Yeah.
Try. I don't know if you remember this, man, but one time in a live, you said we were having so much fun. Like all of us went. Lake Ferry was in there, and you said one day we're gonna look back and we're gonna say we're not having as fun as we are right now. You remember saying that?
yeah, I do,
Yeah.
man. I do.
You were wrong because I'm having fucking fun right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A whole lot
guarantee
more
you.
fun.
We gotta wait on down the line, man, until we're old.
Right. Yeah, you're right. When we all have 1 million subscribers, and yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Is it okay? I smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I secondhand smoke every day.
Okay.
Is
Good.
it okay if I smoke?
No.
I've been smoking the whole time.
Hutch doesn't need permission. You just
Really,
grab-
man?
Hey, I'll be right back.
Where'd he go?
I wonder how much of a clusterfuck it would be to try to organize a fucking like a chat Oscars kind of thing, like an award for the most random fucking chat. You know what I mean?
Like
Yours would win,
a
man.
superlative like
Hutch's
type
would
deal.
win. Hutch has those weird pop-up lives in the middle of the day, like 11:07,
Yeah.
and then everybody who's just free from all our entire community just kind of pop. Oh fuck, Hutch's live. And there's just random motherfuckers in there, and the conversation can be anything. You never know where it's going to go.
And when he's gonna end it, it'll be like
Yes,
I
somebody's
can't tell you-
talking and he cuts it off.
right.
This sounds like an extremely bad Yelp review, like just spoken to my face. What the fuck?
Yes. Oh man,
Oh, we should have like a YouTube Oscars.
that would be fun.
That would be hilarious.
Hey, that's an idea.
Like best troller, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Think of something, some categories. That'd be hilarious.
Now I'm gonna bring you up real quick, Native. I want to see that little thing you got there, man. That's pretty
up?
tight. What does that say underneath there?
Be the outlier.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I
Yeah.
like that.
Turn to the left real slow, and then shake. Real slow
Oh my
Look at
god.
Hutch. You and Backwoods do your own broke back mountain thing. I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to
Don't
hear
tell me
about
how much you hate it after you've already done it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to protest how much you don't like it before you actually do it.
I
If
didn't
you
say I
do it,
didn't like it.
hate
I didn't say. I just said I don't want to be a part of it, but I want to hear about it in excruciatingly detail from both of
I
y'all.
think you might be bipolar.
Definitely. Probably multiple personalities too, man. Y'all pray for me.
What's going on, Q? What's going on?
You
Man, that-
USMC.
Hey, that's an interesting question, man. what are some of the prepping objectives y'all got going on in the next month or 3?
Livestock
I-
and inventory.
Yeah, y'all, you and Nate are pretty much homesteading. I don't know. We just stacking food, like for real. Like every time we go to the grocery store, picking up extra cans of food, extra cans of spaghetti sauce, shit like that. We got some shit. We got a can. That's why I was talking to Sophia. Like, damn, I need to get on a live so we can do some canning.
Oh
we
my
got a couple
God,
boxes of.
Did y'all see
Potatoes.
Sophia's live? Like the stuff, like the level of stuff that they can.
How are you just gonna cut somebody off when they're talking?
I'm sorry.
I was working, man. I was back here making beats and shit. Like
That's what I mean.
I was
like,
in my
Niecy's
zone.
boss, man. Please don't fire me.
I was gonna say you're about to get fired, bro.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
Hey,
Shit.
it's an honor to have a Blue Ridge in Tribes chats, man. I just want y'all to know that.
Native, you're so full of shit. Stop. Just stop.
Damn it.
Fucking
Can't
sarcasm.
get nothing past
We
me.
get it. I get your sarcasm. Stop it.
Okay. I'm not being sarcastic.
Yes, you are.
About being a wrench in Tribes chat. You know how rare that is? That's like finding a diamond, like just walking down the street.
You are making me sick right now. Whatever.
I am pretty picky though. I am pretty picky when it comes to.
Niecy's making me feel like ghetto. I'm not simping. I'm being genuine.
I'm making you feel like ghetto. That is not my problem. That's
You're gonna bump
you.
into the walls. You're gonna bump into the walls.
Feeling a type of way.
This is what happened when you get a brother and a sister together on a
I
live
know.
stream.
I haven't been on live with any of you fellas in a long time.
not an older sister.
Been a while.
A big sister. Because I'm older than Niecy, y'all, by like 10 years.
Yeah, right. I got you by 10 years.
I don't
Probably.
think so. Ain't no way. You're like 29.
No, I wish.
Try robbing the cradle right now.
Or chew the pot. Oops.
Oh!
Hey.
Hi, Pot. My name is Kettle. Did you remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Whatever. Lady Rowan is only 13 years younger than me.
That's
She
No
seduced
doubt.
me.
I'm definitely not 29 though. I wish I was.
I hear you, Monique. I'm with you. I'm with you, sis. No
I'm
bullshit.
29 now.
Man, you know,
man, we're trying to build new fences to make pasture using our pigs. That's like the next thing, cause we got 2 sows, we got 4 boars. One of them is getting ready to get slaughtered next month, and the other 2 we want to use to go in our woods and start clearing it out and making pasture. And also, so I don't have to feed them so fucking much. Man, it's aggravating buying food to feed pigs.
yeah.
Tell us about your chickens, man. How they doing?
Don't get me started on chickens. Don't get me started on chickens, because Hutch is gonna be like, "Hey, let's talk about chicken rape," which you never clarified, Hutch. When you sent me that text,
What?
I was like,
I'm
"Okay,
getting them.
I'm down.
I'm working on it. I'm
Will
getting
you-
there.
Will
man.
you
I'm getting there.
extrapolate your idea? So I don't think you're really considering raping chickens.
Not me personally. No, that wasn't part of the plan.
Oh, you accusing me of it?
It's still a work in progress. I'm getting
Whatever,
there.
man. It was all
I
consensual.
remember it.
You know, when shit hits the fan, having pigs is probably going to be very helpful to get rid of the enemies that come about. Just saying.
Right?
You know, I do want to tell y'all something though. I don't know when I'm gonna release it or if I'm gonna release it, but me and Niecy sat backstage and talked for 2 hours, and I chopped it all up and got it down to an hour. But man, we were talking some shit. Niecy was letting off. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
I couldn't take it
shit.
anymore.
Just you and Niecy? Oh,
yeah.
man.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
wait, you gonna release this?
I don't know, man.
You
If
should
I
do
do,
it
it'll
just for
probably
the
be
underground.
members.
Yeah, just members.
Yeah.
Yeah. But under-
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm pulling. It's like the new Game of Thrones.
Or hey, you could premiere it, and then as soon as the premiere is over, boom, instantly straight to members.
Ooh.
Yeah, but she went there on a couple things that she, you know, I've been trying to keep her to stay her out of the drama and shit, and she kind of just not mean or nothing, but you know, Niecy in her way, she just let loose and went on a couple motherfuckers' asses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niecy is the fucking Beyonce of YouTube. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing stupid.
Whatever. Oh my gosh.
I gotta shut this door, so I'm echoing.
Ain't nobody gonna say shit
That
about
was
fucking
nice.
Niecy.
That was
She can
good.
say whatever she wants to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Niecy, why don't you call Hutch out on his bullshit?
What? What do you mean?
Nothing.
Oh.
See,
What?
I try to give compliments to people, and I'm a bullshitter. Hutch does it, and is like, yeah, that's just the truth.
What?
Why are you so emotional?
What is wrong
Are
with
you
Nathan?
drinking them White Claws again?
He's
Is
all,
that
he's
what's
all in
going on
his
with you?
fields.
White
Motherfuckers
Claw,
had
I
like
ain't
3
know
wine
that's-
coolers and shit.
Right?
No, Mrs. Prepping Plumber, you would be locked up. I'd be the one calling to get you out of jail.
Should I be getting both y'all out? What you talking about?
I'm like,
Mrs.
shit,
Prepping-
spend the night. Why y'all calling me? It's late. Fuck.
Mrs. Prepping Plumber would be the one on World Star, and I'd be the one videotaping it. Like, yeah,
right.
for sure.
What you doing, Mrs. Plummer? What you doing? Hop on up here with us. Come say hi. Come say hi.
For real, it's the
We
underground.
dropped the link. Anybody can come say hi. I'm up here.
yeah.
Nobody wants to come say hi to me.
Come on, Miss Prep Plumber. Hell.
It's late. I have been smoking, so I'm just kind of here right now.
That's
No one
what's
asked for your
up.
excuse,
I've-
Hutch.
I've
You're
heard that
good.
before.
It looks
Like
cozy
that.
though, with that fire going and shit.
Cricket. He got the
crickets.
ambiance.
Right?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's dope.
Basking
Fuck
in the
the government.
ambiance.
Fuck the
That's-
government. This is how I'm fighting.
Whatever,
Fuck
man.
them
Hutch
people.
is in a studio apartment. That's all green screen.
CGI. That's a pretty
We're
dope.
supposed to be on the
CGI.
same
Yep.
team. I don't know why you're telling secrets and shit. That's a real hoe cake type move right there.
You're right. You're right. My bad.
Kamala
Did you
Harris.
catch my song, Native, that I was playing on the other live? Did you get a
I
chance?
didn't catch the other live. I'm gonna go
Oh
back.
my god, dude.
Native?
You missed
Babe.
You have to watch this live. It was
You
just
gotta
I
play-
know,
go
man.
ahead and
I
play-
heard y'all talking about it before I came up here. I was like, what the fuck did I miss?
Play it, babe, and we got to do the song. Go ahead.
Go on and do it. Try to put
Come
yourself
on.
on big
No,
screen,
no,
bro.
no. I want it to be organic. No spoilers.
No, this is
Yeah,
going to be
see?
the new
This
shit.
is it.
y'all
If y'all
should
want
all,
Tribe, if y'all want Tribe to sing that song, let's get a press one.
Press one.
Yeah, press
y'all,
one.
y'all should sing it with me. Y'all should
I
sing
am.
it with me.
I'm
dog.
ready to
Man,
go.
ban 'em.
I don't
Let's do
know
it.
it.
Fuck a Kamala Harris.
What?
Fuck a Joe Biden, bitch.
Go ahead, play it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Sounds like my kind of song.
It is.
It is.
I'm going to
Yeah,
thump
Put
that
yourself
shit
on
to the
big screen,
damn.
Tribe. Go and sing it for us.
I'm going to
All
thump
right,
it to the
let's-
poles.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hutch is leaving.
Can we get one with the voice too? I'm just saying.
Oh, that'd be
A
hilarious.
remix.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do the
Lord.
voice,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
Keebler tried. Keebler tried. We ain't seen
Yeah.
Keebler tried in a long time.
Y'all got to tell me, is it working? Is it working?
No.
No,
Oh, there's no voice?
no.
Lisa, go on there and push
Oh,
the button
I'm
for him.
screwed.
Jesus.
I'm screwed. It ain't working, y'all.
Yeah, he has to bring it up somehow. I'm not sure how that works.
All right, y'all ready?
Come on with chat too.
Fuck a Kamala Harris. Fuck a Kamala Harris. Fuck a Joe Biden, bitch. Fuck a Joe Biden, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck a Kamala Harris. Fuck a Kamala Harris. Fuck Pelosi too. Fuck Pelosi too. Schumer can suck a dick. Schumer can suck a dick.
Woo!
We was lighting it up, man. We was lighting
Hey,
it up
you know
over
what?
there.
You know what, man? All those names you named, like you're someone who is keyed in to what the fuck's going on in the world.
Yeah.
I talked to
doubt.
a guy. I talked to my dad before he just went on his yearly pilgrimage out west, and he's hardcore left, man. He really is. But that's because all he watches is MSNBC. That's all he watches. He doesn't have internet. He's a Luddite. He don't like technology. So he's also like a Marine Vietnam vet, and he suffers from PTSD, and like I can't like be confrontational with him. He can't handle it. So whenever he talks about his stuff, like he hates Trump, he thinks Biden's doing a great job. So anyway, I brought up some of the names like Schumer and stuff like that because we were talking about something, and I just wanted to see what he would say about some of the Democrats. He didn't even know who they were. I'm like, what the fuck? All you talk about is politics, and you don't even know Chuck Schumer?
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, man, he is really deceived, but he's just one of those people you can't reach, man. And, he's in his 70s, he's set in his ways.
You know, we're so fucking in tune, brother. This is no bullshit because my uncle, who's 75, who served 4 tours in Vietnam, that motherfucker a liberal like shit, man. You know what I mean? Damn, you was damn near describing my uncle as you, and he's not my dad, but I've never had a dad, so it's like he's the last uncle I got left, and I can't really get into a conversation and really go there with him because I don't want him to have a fucking heart attack. You know,
exactly.
He's 75 years old.
Yeah. Like, I just want him to enjoy the last of his years. The thing about him, though, is if he could be tuned into what we're into, he would be totally on our side. Like, he's classic liberal,
Right.
which is kind of libertarian.
Yeah. That's how my
like
uncle
the trans
is.
stuff, like, he hates that stuff. He's like, that's stupid. But he don't understand, like, his party, the Democratic Party, is totally going towards that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I mean, the dude's in his 70s. He's just trying to enjoy the last of his life. So I just, like you said, I just don't want to like upset him, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny, Native. My daddy's 75, and he was a Vietnam Marine, and he's kind of the same exact way, man. And you don't pressure him, man. I'm telling you, you get punched in the head, man, quick. It's like that old motherfucker don't be playing, man. It's like he'll look at you and shit, and he'll be like, "What'd you say, son?" I'll be like,
Exactly.
I
mean, everything I learned about being a warrior, I learned from him before I even went in the military and any of that stuff. That's the way he raised us.
Yeah.
Loving people and taking care of people and family. Like, he instilled all that in me. He's just, all he watches is mainstream media, and he don't know any better. And he hates technology. Loves the woods. He goes out west to the Fort Apache reservation for like 2 months every year. They inducted him into their tribe like 10 years ago. Hutch, you would like it, man. He is hardcore pothead. I think weed has saved his life.
That's how my uncle is.
Yeah, man. PTSD, he suffers from it. He gets VA benefits. The VA psychiatrist told my mom when he first started the program, he's like, your husband's never going to get better. He's like, I have 1,000 patients. There's 365 days in a year. You do the math. I can't help your husband. He needs to find help on the outside. Marijuana saved his life. It really has. It made him be able to function. And I don't know, man. I just feel like if there was there's ever an opportunity where me and him can really have a talk, I don't know. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but
My uncle, he one time he slipped. He was talking about Trump, can't stand Trump, 75 years old, can't stand Trump. And he was like,
Right.
he slipped. He's like, if that motherfucker would have kept his mouth shut, he would have probably been the best president to ever be a fucking president. I'm like, you just told on yourself. But it's my uncle. I got nothing but respect for him.
Yeah.
What he says goes in my life. So it's just like, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Man,
Yeah.
he like my dad. I feel like he's such an intelligent man. Man, he's so well read. I just know like if he could just be faced with the truth, like he would be into it. Like he would know it.
Right.
But he's so proud, like he can't, like, you can't show him the truth. He has to find it for himself.
Right.
He's one of those dudes. Yeah.
It's
That's what
tough,
I say.
man.
People could learn how to have conversations to where they can trick somebody into thinking that they thought of it instead of focusing on the gotcha moments. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could wake a lot more motherfuckers up. You know what I mean? Just the way you phrase things sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really funny too. It's really funny too that obviously things kind of slow down when the Republicans get in there and all this shit, but it's really funny to me, man, how all of them motherfuckers up there. Fuck the government. They're all up there against all of us. I mean, it's them and us, you know. And I'm saying even the Democrats out there and the liberals that's voting, you know, the Democrats in and shit, and they don't like, you know, the Democrats don't like them motherfuckers. They're voters. And the Republicans really, you know, I don't think likes us on a grand scheme of things. And it's like they're just all in it for themselves. And it's like if we could sit down and have a conversation and get to that realization on both sides that, you know, we got different beliefs and shit, but these motherfuckers up there in Washington don't give a fuck about us, you know. So why should we be fighting out here when these fuckers up there are the ones fucking doing this to us, you know?
Amen.
Well, see, like I never knew my mom's side of the family. I don't know a single bit of how they lean anything political. Like it was never talked about, you know, like the redneck side of the family. So I to this day I never heard them talk about politics a single time. But my old man's side, they were fucking Kansas City, Kansas, like street rat kind of motherfuckers, and they were full blown Democrat line no matter what. Doesn't matter who's running, doesn't matter nothing. We're voting Democrat. That's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they couldn't justify it past the presidency. That's all they knew was the president. They didn't know shit about anything else. Just the president. That's literally all they knew. And they would die for that one vote. It made no fucking sense.
You know the truth. This is the truth of it, man. And it's very simple. The Democrats know how to use words to talk as if they're doing shit for poor people, the unheard, the ones that are hurting the most in the country. They use these words and shit to portray that they're actually the party that is for the people. And it's the complete opposite. If you look at the things that happen when people get in office and the things that they do, they talk a good game, but it's all bullshit. Because if you look at the difference between Trump and Biden and the shit that's went down just in Trump's first 2 years and Biden's first 2 years, it's proof in the pudding of actions. If Trump could talk like a Democrat, he everybody in the fucking country would love his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think he kind of talk like a liberal or a Democrat sometimes, like he says things. And I think it offends the liberals because they've never heard maybe a Republican talk that way, because that's the game of the Democrats and the liberals, is they always go for the feelings all the time. It's always feelings. It's never logic. And that's how they get it, and it works every time. But Republicans or conservatives, they don't really feel. You know what I mean? They're not about feeling. It's all about facts and stats, and this is how it is. And it makes them look cold-hearted, but they're not. It just seems that way. But you know what I'm saying.
And it's been made out that, you know, the Republican Party is for the rich, the Democratic Party is for the poor.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that the just one thing, to trickle down. If the rich motherfuckers are making more money, there's gonna be more money flowing down to the motherfuckers that ain't got them big riches. And I hate to say it like that, and it sucks, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You start hitting up these stores, like let's just take a store for instance. You start taxing the fuck out of 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's not going to pay for it. The customers are. They're going to raise their prices on everything. Right. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's now you got to pay for the cups and the lids to the cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
100%. Yeah. I've heard like talk about my dad. Like he says that a lot. Like trickle down economics doesn't work. But if you look at it logically, it has to work that way.
It has to.
If you give people who own the businesses more breaks, they're going to be able to pay their employees more, put more into benefits for their employees, reduce the prices of their goods because there's not so much taxes coming on in. The company I work for now, there's a lot of gas stations that are on consignment from the company. And because I hear a lot of people nowadays, oh, the gas stations are making so much money now with the hike, but they're not. They're not making any money off of gas.
No, they don't.
Gas stations don't make money off selling
gas. No.
they make money by bringing you to their gas station to get gas
Mhm.
and go in their
Sell it.
store and buy shit.
Yeah.
They make
Lottery
money off
tickets.
of what they sell out of their store. They don't-
Exactly. Not the
Yeah.
fuel.
I tell you
Right.
what, around here in the past 10 years, there's been a lot of people who have immigrated to America from India and Pakistan who have bought a lot of these gas stations in poor, low income communities and made them into something. And they
Mhm.
sell all kinds of shit in their stores, dude. If you go in there, anything you need, they sell it in that gas station. And they sell gas. They don't make any money off the gas. They make like 3 cents per gallon. That's nothing.
Yeah.
All that does is just pay for them to be able to sell gas to you to get you to their gas station, man. And I mean that goes to immigration too. Like I'm for immigration. Thank God for those immigrants coming in and finding a way in these communities, because a lot of these communities, that's all they have are those stores. You know, and I
Talking
don't know.
about
I
the
mean, the whole thing is upside down. You're right, Tribe. Like they act like the Democrats are for them, but the Democrats have run the poorest cities in our world, some of them for 50 years, and they've gotten poorer. You know, it don't make sense. I don't understand why they keep voting for these people. They're not for you. They're keeping you in poverty, so you keep voting for them. Wake up. You're on a modern day plantation.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the
Yep.
saying go? When you were young, you were a liberal or you had no heart. And when you're old, you're a conservative or you have no brain. One of those kind of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Eventually, you got to get past the feelings and be like, hey, you know, I'm a grown up now. Life has hard consequences. You know what I mean?
You actually
Yeah.
start living life and you get
Yeah.
more wise in your years and you know how it actually works.
But it's
Yeah.
it's common sense. I mean, think about it like this. We talk about the trickle down. It's common sense because it's just naturally gonna be that way no matter what. If let's take Native for instance and his family. If Native is taxed to death and he's barely got enough money to fucking feed his family and pay the rent, how is his sons and daughters gonna have anything? How is he gonna give his wife money to go get her nails done and shit like that? But if the taxes are eased up and he can bring home more of his money, it'll filter off to his wife. She's going to get her nails done. The kids are getting some toys at the store. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just not. How can you sit there and take money from people and then tell people this is for your good? Like,
'Cause
no
we
matter
got-
what, it's taxation without representation to the fullest. It's
Yes.
illegal. What they're doing is
Oh.
illegal.
Just what they give in financial aid, the fact that we have no say in what they fucking give, hundreds of trillions of dollars of our fucking money, that right there is enough for a fucking revolution. That right there is enough to burn that bitch down,
Sure
just
is.
for that alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't it piss y'all off that we have sent $60 billion? They're getting ready to send 12 billion more, and they have a program to send 112 billion more to Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we funding this war? I'm serious. It's one thing if we're fighting like Afghanistan, Iraq. You know, the other wars we funded. Our people were there. We were doing something. Okay.
It's
Whatever your
funnel.
politics are, our soldiers were there. We had to support them.
It's a Ponzi scheme. That's why they're doing it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
people don't get it, man. Going back to my dad again, the dude put up 2 Ukraine flags around our tree that comes into the entrance to our 40 acres.
Mhm.
I'm like, why'd you do that, Dad? That's gay. Like, why? Seriously? Do you even know what the hell? Like, I can't talk to him about it. That's what's frustrating. I was like, let's talk about Ukraine. Let's talk about the history of Ukraine and everything. And like, I don't support fuck Russia. Russia's corrupt more than, you know, screw both of those nations. Man,
So,
Yeah.
so because you do respect your daddy though, instead of worrying about the Ukraine flag, go put an American flag up above it.
there is one. His
Oh.
flag, he put it up. There's an American flag on one tree and then a Ukraine flag wrapped around under it. And then on the other tree, there's a Marine Corps flag and then another Ukraine flag. And if you go up the hill, There's a flagpole with an American flag. That one's mine. And if you go down the road, there's another American flag. That one's his. If you go and turn on my driveway, there's another American flag. There's the Army
Right.
flag. And then I have a flag that says, I support the current thing. Have y'all seen those?
Huh.
No.
Nah.
I seen the T-shirt.
It says, I support the current thing. It started from a meme that Elon Musk posted. And it's got everything on it. It's got the BLM flag. It's got the gay flag. Everything. Ukraine. It's got every flag possible. It says, I support the current thing. And it flies in my front yard as a troll to everybody who flies anything other than the American flag.
Hey, Native, I'd asked my dad because, you know, like I said, he's like that too, man. You know, it's, I don't know. I asked my dad one time, I was like, Dad, I'm going to ask you a question. I said, I know, because, you know, when I've tried to talk to my mom and dad about this, they're like, son, the world's been coming to an end since way before we was born. You know, every time there's something goes on, you know, and I'm like, I understand. I said, but you got to admit, every day that we live is one day closer to something happening, right? You know, and so I asked my dad one time out in the shop, this is something I said, Dad, if things go down, if it gets ugly, if there's a serious economy collapse, if there's, you know, started asking questions, I said, are we going to stand and protect each other, you know, mama
Right.
and my wife and kids, your grandbabies, and, you know, he goes, you fucking right, you better believe it. He said, you just come here and we got this. And so, you know, I mean, because he has a lot of different views, you know. Sometimes he asks me, he's like, son, why would you think that Trump was a good president? You know, and I was, you know, and so I start telling him, you know what I'm saying, what I think, but
Right.
yeah.
Man,
I
that
mean,
dude did so many. I hate to say it, and because I hate falling for anything, and I'm anti everything. But man, Trump did some really good shit when he was in office, man, and he doesn't get the credit for it. He did some shit that nobody else would stand up and do, and he did it fast. You know what I'm saying? It was unbelievable what this man did.
I
Man,
think the
man,
only thing that
and the
people
thing
hate
about
the
him,
most
I mean,
is
he
the
did some
culture
fucked
shock
up
of
shit
it.
too. He did some fucked up shit too. But he all, like you said, Tribe, like I'll vote for him again because he did good stuff and he had plans to do more of that good stuff. I
He
mean,
did.
look at
Man.
Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. But at the same time, he put policies in place where he was eradicating Native American tribes at the same time. I mean, sometimes that presidents are people, you know, that, I mean, you know, they're not superhuman. They're not omnipotent.
Yeah.
They're not omniscient, you know, that they screw up, but at the same time they're doing good things. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate how people won't recognize the good things that Trump did. Yeah, he did some fucked up shit. He said some fucked up shit, but he was doing good stuff and he was putting us first. He was
America
putting
first.
his
Yeah.
citizens first.
Yeah.
It's not his job to save the world. It's his job to do the best for his citizens,
That's
as
it.
every leader should in the world.
Yeah.
You know what? It's this globalist fucking program that's been going on in the entire world for decades. Just got everybody fucked up and thinking the American president should be doing what's good for everybody in the world. No, he shouldn't be. He should be doing what's good for his citizens. That's why he was elected.
Well, you know, one thing about Trump,
Facts.
there ain't a motherfucking president that's been around since I've been alive that had the nuts to fucking walk across the demilitarized zone and shake hands and talk to Kim Jong-un. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Bunch
pretty
of pussy
beast.
Dude, that was deep,
That's
man.
dope.
because-
They could
because
have slit his throat. Like, they could have did anything to him.
Yeah.
He's the president of the United States of America. He just said, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, his Secret
And-
Service people were behind him. Like, dude, what are you doing?
And you know, growing up with my dad, you know, and you know, he always told me about North Korea. That's the one to watch. You know, he's always said that. You know, and people over there are crazy, man. And you know, and so it's just something like that, man. For that man did. He made whether other countries like us or not, whether other leaders like us or not, he made the other leaders take a step back and say, okay, we ain't fucking around right now because that dude ain't playing. He was a strong fucking president for this country. You know what I'm saying? He did some bad stuff. We all agree. But that motherfucker was strong, man, and he made people look up and say, man, don't fuck with them right now because they would drop.
Well, he came in at the perfect time at the end of that fucking toxic masculinity bullshit where you see every politician had a fucking mangina and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, hey, look, it's an actual man finally in a position of power where it fucking is supposed to be. Not one.
I mean, they dropped the freaking locker room talk with him and that dude where he said grab him by the pussy, and he still got elected.
Right.
You know, like, oh god, this dude saying weird stuff. Okay, but still, let's vote for him because Hillary's the other choice.
Yeah.
Look, because like, when was the last time this country actually had a man running it? Not a male, but a man. You know what I mean? Like a fuck you. This is how I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's
you know. And here's the thing, like. I feel like we all believe like there's a woman out there who could run the country just as good as a man. It's not
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a mindset. America is a mindset. We're not a race. You know, America is a melting pot, man. We're an ideology.
It's an idea.
Exactly. Yeah. I think there are tons of great women who could be president of the United States of America and like fuck some shit up and like change the world.
Why?
Niecy for president.
Hell yeah.
All right. Can I be?
Fish.
I'm a naturalized.
Are you old enough? Are you old enough to run for president yet?
Yes, I am.
Niecy, I would freaking die for you. I'll be your personal bodyguard.
All right, got my sergeant at arms right there.
I mean, I won't take a bullet, but like an airsoft BB.
Like I'll slap kids for you. Like you don't even know.
Like a rock this size or something. I got you all day long. I'm diving in front of it.
Vote for me. I will abolish the IRS. I'll abolish the Department of Education.
Whatever.
I'll abolish the
Hutch would take a grenade for you. I believe it.
I'd get rid of all the 3-letter agencies and all the big departments of the federal government.
Yes,
get rid of it all. We don't need any of that.
And you would have Tribe as a first man. What?
That's it. What?
Oh shit!
Having all kinds of parties.
We're gonna see the Hunter
Tribal
the Hunter Tribe fucking videos leaking out and shit.
You damn right.
Right.
Release it.
They've been playing all the Lake Ferry videos and shit.
Right.
Oh, we'd have everything out there. Hunter Biden laptop would be on repeat on the internet, on the interwebs.
For real.
Just think though, like if anybody on this panel actually did run for president on a serious tip, all the dirt that they would come at us, like we would be the most crude, savage motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right. Who would care? Like at that point, would we care? Like
I thought Trump was bad. Watch out.
It'd be fun as hell. The American people would love it. They'd be like, thank fucking God.
I swear.
TT1 hating, Niecy. TT1 hating.
Hey. Well,
whatever. TT1, you are no longer the NSA director.
She's a 31-year-old Panamanian.
I'm a natural-born citizen. I was
join the Niecy Tribe administration.
I might not be able to run for. Say, what's his face? Dude that died, the senator from Arizona that died.
McCain.
John
yeah,
McCain.
Yeah, he wasn't born in the country, and he ran, right?
Yeah, but military though, if you're a military personnel and you're on American soil in another country, you're a natural born citizen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was born in Panama.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on military soil though, but still.
Right, Betty? Man.
But what does the paperwork say?
Would y'all not want to come to Niecy and Tribe's parties at the White House? Oh my God.
Damn it.
Hell yeah.
Good parties.
And Hutch be happy as shit because marijuana would be freely given out. We would just start fields of marijuana, and it's
Right.
freely given out.
Y'all be
to
growing it at
anybody.
the White House? What?
Day one.
Hell
What?
yeah.
One.
Day
Everybody gets free topsoil to grow your marijuana plants, to grow your tomatoes, your veggies. We're gonna hook you up with the whatever y'all fucking need to grow your gardens, man. Everybody, man. We're gonna hit y'all up, man.
Everybody
Y'all.
gets some. You get
That's
some.
where you're
I
like,
get
boom. If you got a victory garden, you get so much off of your taxes and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
get
there you
all
go.
your taxes off. We ain't gonna have
Yeah.
taxes.
Hell
Tax
yeah.
exempt.
Hell yeah.
Now government workers actually
Right.
got to go out and get a job and make their own money.
Exactly.
Right?
Nah, fuck that. We're gonna make George Soros, Bill Gates, like Elon Musk, fucking Jeff. We're gonna make all them motherfuckers. They're gonna pay the taxes while I'm president. No one pays taxes but them until I'm not president anymore.
We'll make them pay their fair share.
Nah, fuck that.
Pay it all. Pay it all.
Man, we'll fire Congress and get a bunch of the people from Chatman to be Congress and shit.
Yeah.
Some of the motherfuckers are crazy though. Could you imagine Cherokee sitting up there talking with a fucking
And
gavel?
I ain't talking about
I
people,
ain't
folks like Cherokee.
Oh, we putting
that bitch
we
down.
putting
Cherokee,
we
ain't
putting
that up?
Cherokee in charge of the nukes. What you talking about? We putting Cherokee in charge of the nukes.
Boy, everybody would fear us. They'd be like, man, them motherfuckers are
You,
really
you fuck
crazy.
around and use Cherokee as a goddamn code talker and shit. He be trying to teach us Navajo and shit. Making up his own fucking language.
Oh man,
Oh, fuck.
this country would be great. What you talking about?
Right?
Heck yeah.
Only if they paying. Shit.
Why can't we do it? Why not? Let's
I
fucking
want to
go
be
for
Secretary of State so I can go to other countries and talk shit.
Hey, it don't take nothing but a box of matches. I'm just saying.
I'd be like, man, I don't know your language, man. Speak English. Like,
Right?
Big question.
Oh, we'd have so much fun.
If that motherfuckers really belongs here or not, man. You
right? What? Like, if so by some miracle any of us became president, would you care about re-election? I'd be like, I'm gonna do as much shit as I can in 4 years, and we're gonna be great for 4 years.
burning this motherfucker down, son. I'm exposing everything.
Man,
Legit
I'd
burning the
outlaw so
swamp.
much stuff. Like,
Drain
it
the
would be great.
swamp.
It'd be great.
I'll be
Marijuana
signing.
would be immediately illegal like the next day. Like,
Hell yeah, executive order, presidential executive
Executive
order.
orders, exactly.
yes.
Them motherfuckers
Be
been
great.
abusing the
Be
shit out of
great.
them. Yeah, they've been abusing the shit out of the executive order. Shit.
I'd make it illegal for states to go against the Second Amendment. If you try to put a law in to block somebody from being able to protect themselves, you're
Right.
going straight to jail.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I'd make it legal for people to own tanks. What you talking about?
Damn right.
Second Amendment. Come on.
Cherokee
But-
can pass nukes around. Fuck it.
I mean, go straight to jail, tribe, and then when the motherfucker's sitting up in there, they can have their court date inside the jail. So we ain't letting you out for shit.
No, we could take
Guilty, motherfucker.
Highland Husky, Cherokee Survival, and Doc Mack, and those three could be our foreign dignitaries. You know what I mean?
Lord. Dude, we'd be great. We'd own everything.
I would do crazy shit. Like I would take some money because they can pass bills for $3.2 trillion. I'd take
Yeah.
some of that. I'd build 5 luxurious fucking hotels right on the southern border, and people that are coming across legally and really trying to
There
fucking
you
do the
go.
right thing. Boom, here you go, man. We're gonna
Great
help you
idea.
become citizens.
What a
You know
great
what I'm saying?
fucking idea. Give people an incentive to come across legally.
Right.
Yeah, great
I'd
idea, great
I'd
Good
start
point.
hiring construction companies to go into these places that are all fucked up and beat up. I'd really start taking care of people. I'd really start trying to help people build their communities up and shit, not just talk about it.
And
You know what I'm saying?
if I could, I would build a homeless shelter in every town, every city that needed one, and I'd make sure every homeless person
Yeah.
had a place to stay.
That's what's
I
up.
would, and I'd even make the rich people pay for it. I'd take their taxes,
Right.
and that's what I would do with it. Like,
I was fixing to say all them rich folks that got like some of these motherfuckers have got 96 rent houses and shit. No, you ain't got all them no more, man. Them homeless folks over there,
I
especially
would
them
take
homeless
all
veterans,
the millions
homeless
of acres
veterans.
of federal public land and say, if you want 100 acres and you want to go homestead, we'll give you a grant for $50,000. We'll give you all the equipment, everything you need. We'll lot you off your 100 acres and you can go and do it. For every citizen, you just got to sign up. I don't know. There'd have to be some kind of program. Like, you couldn't just get it. Like, you have to be someone who was serious and was actually going to go and do it.
Right.
Well, that's what were the things before they got rid of all the homesteading laws and shit. It's like you had to actually work that land for at least some places were a year, some places were 5 years. If you work it and you prove that you've consistently worked it and you're actually profiting from it, then
that's a good idea. Like, have a benchmark every year. Like, what is your progress? And after a few years, if you're not making any progress, you're just fucking around, and you can't sell it. But I mean, there's millions of acres of land just sitting there. No one, there's people living in poverty. There's a lot of folks who would go out there and try to make 100 acres. I mean, come on. I read an article one time. They're talking about what it takes to make a civilization, and it was like with 90 acres, you can support everyone in comfort. 50,000. You can have a population of 50,000 people and support them with 90 acres. I mean, come on, 100 acres, you could do whatever you wanted to on 100 acres.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Like, I would institute programs, and I would destroy the education system. I would say all public schools are from this moment closed. This is what we're going to do now. And I would teach kids from preschool on. I would teach them the Constitution. I would make sure they understood like self-sufficiency, how to grow food, stuff like that, so that when you graduate high school, you can produce your own food, your own energy, your own fuel. Like, I would give grants to people so that they could learn how to make biodiesel, how to do the methane digesters and stuff like that. There's so many ways that we could be spending money to help every American citizen be self-sufficient. Like, there's no reason why everyone's struggling right now, other than these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about us. They're trying to enslave us all.
We're giving our money to the wrong people. We're these taxes. We're giving our money to the wrong people. They're taking our hard work and our money, and they're just fucking us over right and left and throwing it to everybody else around, so they can collect $100 million and have a yacht and a place in Martha's Vineyard. Like, it's oh goodness, man, goodness.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It makes you want to grab somebody and choke them.
Yeah.
Man, I guarantee you, it's really fucked up, man. Just think, can you imagine a system to where you are forced to pay taxes even on a fucking car that is used, that you are paying for, and you got to pay taxes on the sumbitch when taxes were paid on it when it was fucking new?
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is no bullshit. I normally do not do this, but today was kind of a special occasion with me being on that live stream this morning, all that shit. And then I had some other shit go on, so I had to go do some property. So I stopped by the convenience store. Dude, I'm serious. I bought one of the tall Cokes, and one of the 6-pack of donut things. Dude, I swear to you, it was $7.96. It was almost $8 for a fucking Coke. Wow. and a fucking little pack of, you know what I'm saying, the Little Debbie's or whatever, the little 6 donuts, the little white donuts, and I was like, what the fuck, man?
And that's cheap compared to here. That's cheap compared to here.
Well, I know, and so I asked that lady. I was like, "What's the sales tax on that, man?" It was like it was nearly $3 with sales tax, man. And I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" And these people. I mean, what kind of fucking system? I mean, think about this, man. This system where we pay taxes like that for them to fucking live like fucking kings with their $2,000 refrigerators and $24 fucking ice cream and their they're going and buying $1,000 fucking meals at night. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is government business. Hey, did you see that bill that I wrote? Yeah, I seen it. I will look at it tomorrow. So how was the golf game? We just did government business, so now we can pay for this fucking meal out of your tax-paying money.
Right.
I mean, man, what kind of shit is that, man? It's
robbery. That's what it is.
It is.
Man, when
ridiculous,
people gonna
man.
wake the fuck up, man?
I don't know if you guys are like me. I don't know how I'm portrayed on YouTube, but we are like a low middle income family. Me and my wife work full time, and when we go, we've watched every month when we go to buy groceries, we've watched the amount of groceries we buy reduce because we try to stay at the same level of money we spend because we just can't afford it anymore. It's ridiculous. And like I have family who are upper middle class, you know, most upper class rich people, and they haven't really felt it the way we have yet because they have so much disposable income.
Right.
And when I try to talk to them, they still look at me as a weird conspiracy theorist, you know. But I don't care; they're fucking pogues. But I don't think I just don't see I don't see how this can continue because America is made and sustained by the middle class people, man. It is us, who makes this nation a free nation. And people don't realize that anymore, man. And they're afraid to speak up. They're afraid to fight back. I've seen people in our own community when I talk about revolution and shit like that, because it's a real issue we need to discuss as free American citizens. We need to discuss what does it take? What does it look like? What do we need to do to prepare for that scenario? And people get, oh God, no, we just need Republicans back. No, man, fuck you. You're still stuck in the whole partisan bullshit. You haven't been black-pilled. You don't realize both parties are fucking us. They don't care. Yes, there's good people in each party, whatever, man, but they're not the ones running the show. And
that's why I like Trump, man, because I didn't look at him like he was a Republican. I really didn't. I looked at him like he was this dude that just wasn't really in politics and shit. He was coming out of left field and boom, you know, he knew how to fuck with money. He knew how to make a deal. Let's get him in there, see if we can get some money running in America. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He wasn't
in 3 years. In 3 years. He showed what America could be in just 3 years. It don't take a long time. I mean, and people are so fucking stupid, man. I hate when people tell me, "Oh, we're better off under Biden." Fuck you, dude. How the fuck are we better under Biden? It's been 2 years, record high gas prices, record high inflation. We're in a recession. We haven't been this low since the fucking 70s.
Yeah.
And not to mention the rhetoric, the war rhetoric. We're almost in World War III. We almost got civil war happening. We got a president getting up there claiming that 50% of the American country is the fucking enemy of the fucking state. Like, what the fuck? How could this be good for a country to have the leader of this fucking country sitting there saying these things? You know what I'm saying?
It's like we're living in North Korea.
Joe Biden's a scary dude, man. Like,
you got to think, how did that look to the rest of the world too? They've seen that there. Like, the entire world knows that this country's fucking split in half. So you keep thinking we can't get invaded. Not likely, but it's, especially times like these, it's, you know what I mean? It's probable.
I feel like we're already invaded, man. Don't y'all feel like the Chinese own hundreds of thousands of acres of land? Do we really believe they don't have their people own those hundreds of thousands of acres of land?
Of course they do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
4 million immigrants came across the border. I brought this up to someone, and they're like, "Oh, but I live on the border. I know Mexico." I was like, most of them are not Mexicans. They really aren't. Most of them are from people all over the world. They're
coming through Mexico.
Yes, they've apprehended
Asians
on the FBI's most wanted list at the border.
Asians have the highest number of people?
14,000 fucking Haitians under a bridge. These people they sent to Kamala Harris, the Naval Institute, whatever it is, the observatory, the people they sent to Martha's Vineyard, they were all from Venezuela because Venezuela emptied all their prisons and said, go across the border in America right now.
Yeah.
It's not
They
Mexico. In my opinion, most of the Mexicans who are going to come to America are already here. The rest of them is just all cartel.
Well, let me ask this. You know, we had a big jam up at the port with shipping containers, right? During the COVID and shit, you know, we had a big jam up, man. Shipping containers all out in the waters, and we had all these people coming across the border. And you're right, Native. It's like, seriously, it's, you know, there's all kinds of people from all over the world coming across that border. Now think about how many people that, since China owns all this land, how many people that China could have paid for, because, you know, a lot of these people are coming walking long ways, man, with new shoes and food and shirt, you know. Man, how you walk 1,000 miles, man? You can't do that with all them families, man, without somebody supporting it. So think about this, China, right? And so all these shipping containers been sitting off the coast. Now, how many of these shipping containers has went through customs? Because there's a bunch of them gone now. I seen an article on it the other day. They were talking about how many shipping containers had just, like, all of a sudden got shipped through. All these people coming across, going on China-owned land here in the United States, and them shipping containers are being shipped to that land, to them immigrants, and saying and it's going under, you know, without going through regulations, because it's humanitarian aid. Think about that one, and what could be in them shipping containers.
No
shipping containers fucking went away the other day.
Did y'all hear about they say that there is proof that China has set up police spots. China policing in Canada, America, UK.
America.
To keep their eye on
it's in America. The fuck are we doing?
Right.
Exactly.
We're going to school board meetings to make our parents domestic terrorists, but we're not looking at the Chinese secret police.
No, of course not.
Chaff it, Mr.
What's
Plummer.
up?
What's up,
y'all?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I'm over here running on the solar generator.
Oh shit!
No lights, no power.
But you got the storm going on
down here in Florida.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I hear you. How's that little one doing, man?
Oh man, they're good. They're sleeping over at my mom's tonight.
Hey, brother.
Cool.
She got her power back, so they're over at grandma's. Yeah, buddy. I just wanted to come say what's up to y'all show.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
they probably got terrible service down there anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
It looked like his phone was like sitting somewhere, and it was doing pretty good. And then when he picked it up and started moving around, when it really started breaking up. So he may need to just set his phone in one spot, you know, and not move it, so it can kind of, you know. Anyway,
I think he might be back. Might work better if you don't turn your camera on too. To tell you the truth, sometimes that works better.
They'll suck juice up. Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Plummer? What's going on with you, brother?
Another day in paradise. I wanted to tell y'all, we're talking about the government and this and everything else, and I'm literally sitting here watching people get screwed in my hometown. Everybody has heard about the whole Ukraine oligarch money and this and that and the other. Well, in the past, since February, I've watched a building group come up in our shut down little local builders, this, that, and the other, with uncompromising funds. I have watched them pay 3 times the price what lots are worth. I've seen them push contractors to get houses done as fast as they can, so on and so forth. Pay unbelievable amounts of money. And they're all Ukrainians. Every one of them.
The fuck?
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
They came here. They started a company. They started buying every single multi-dwelling lot in our county. Started throwing up duplexes, just one right after another. Well, next thing you know, you went from like 4 or 5 of them you would see at the building supply, at Lowe's, on the job sites, to now there's like 60. And they don't have any logoed trucks, none of that, but they're driving around in like G units and freaking Ford Platinum F-350s and this, that, and the other. They bought a piece of property behind our local McDonald's, and it's a commercial lot. They ended up paying like 6 times what the lot was actually worth, and then put a duplex on it. So, I mean, they're never going to make any money off of it. Well, then we got to talking to some other guys that are local building code people and this, that, and the other. They tried to put in a 600 unit apartment complex. Now, one, who in the world has the money to bankroll a 600 unit apartment complex?
BlackRock.
Well, that's the thing, and this is all from the Ukrainians. They were fronting it first, and they agreed to put in a $100,000 pump station for the county sewer. They got everything lined up, and what shot them down at our local town meeting to not build this huge apartment complex was in their lease agreement. They said nobody in our county could apply for an apartment. They wanted other people out of, Charlotte, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. They're trying to get them to move here. So if you were already a resident of our county, you could not apply for an apartment. And that's where they lost their zoning permit.
Wow.
The takeover, man. It's going to happen. It's happening everywhere.
With our tax dollars, right? With our
tax dollars.
That's exactly what's happened. They funneled it to Ukraine. Ukraine's funneled it back here, and there are people getting rich off of it. And nobody will ever be able to tell me any different.
Dude, I'm gonna back that up, Previn Plummer. I'm glad that you brought this shit up because I was talking to my cousin, right? Me and my cousin have our own deer lease, basically, 200 and something acres. We were talking about hunting, but I was like, are you going to be able to get off? I said, it's probably pretty slow right now, huh, man? And so he works for a lumber business. He's like, like the assistant manager at this lumber place. He's been there for years, like big lumber store. Man, he told me, he said, man, you will not believe how busy it is. He said, all of a sudden, he said the roofers has got work until past Christmas. They are already booked up. And he said the building contractors, plumbers, he said, man, they are buying, man, we can't get stuff in fast enough. And I was like, who the hell's got all this money? He goes, man, I don't know. It's these investors, man. And he goes, they look foreign. Yep. Sure, man. Yep. Sure did. What they're doing is he told me, he said, man, what they're doing is buying up all the old shackety places and all the places that's been abandoned, all that stuff. They're buying all of that shit and then rebuilding houses on it.
Yep. Well, with our company, we watch a lot of real estate, and we watch a lot of the leasing agents and people we know in real estate, property management, this, that, and the other. And, we had the opportunity to go talk to them about all this stuff. And they said, right now people are selling high, cashing out. They're going and renting places because they think the market is going to shrink, and then they'll be able to buy a nicer house for the money they made off of the other house, this, that, and the other. But you look at the used car game, you look at the market, and now, I mean, one of the places they had for rent the other day, the Ukrainians, $1,200 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex, like maybe 900 square feet, $1,200. Around here,
they got any new factories or anything like that going in around you anywhere new? You figure
They
they got to
would-
have infrastructure for that kind of shit.
Well, right here, no. But down towards Charlotte, you know, I'd say within an hour and a half commute, they're throwing up Amazon distribution centers and all kind of stuff. But it's just, it amazes me to sit back and watch and look and talk to people at the zoning department and the building inspectors and this. Like, they just bought 96 acres up off this one road, and they're putting in, I think it's like 120 some houses,
Damn.
you know, on what used to be an old farm, you know. But the whole Ukrainian thing, it bothers me because, like, it would be different if they were, you know, being competitive about it. You know, I'd say, hey, you know, they moved over here, they got some money, they X, Y, and Z. But
You figure that's the perfect way to stack the vote, though, because if you got the even though they're the evil white folks, they got the sympathy refugee status now, so they can bring a shit ton of people over now, and then put them into a renter's mindset. Like, look, freedom comes with not owning your house but renting it, so they're used to that. They pass that down. And all they know is, hey, the Democrats gave us this, and they're gonna hope that they turn Democrat and turn these areas over and shit.
That's exactly what I think, because the county we work in and the county we live in, which are side by side, are all diehard Republican, you know, and it is this huge influx. And like I said, it'd be different if they didn't start out. You know, they built some houses. They even bought property across from the golf course and built like custom houses. But they literally threw up 150 duplexes since February. Every single lot in town near city limits was bought by them, and a $400,000 duplex put on it. Every single lot. And I don't know of anybody that just shows up with that kind of money. I got a friend, he owns another plumbing company. He plumbed half of them. And he was literally almost double our price, but guaranteed that he could maintain the schedule, how fast they needed them turned over. And they took him because we can't guarantee it. We're booked out into January. And they took him, and he's literally done nothing but their work for months to maintain their schedule. And he's making twice what we make off a custom built house on a duplex. They're throwing money away like it's like there is no tomorrow. I said it wouldn't concern me as much if they were being competitive. If they were looking for, you know, the tax foreclosed property or this or that, but they're buying commercial property and having it rezoned and putting residential houses on it.
Because yeah, you got to look like, why are they trying to raise the population like that fucking much at one time? You know what I mean? Like, what are they planning for? What, 600 fucking unit apartment building? That is fucking huge. But like, that's some New York City, Chicago type shit. You know what I mean?
Own nothing and be happy.
All right. Because I know it's
like
not
that
above them.
shit,
Because
isn't it?
when we lived up north in St. Joe, they used to do. They had the Burmese, and they would literally bring them in 3 fucking buses at a time. You know what I mean? Because they kept them all in the same kind of apartment building, and it's the people that they were getting some kind of commission or some shit off, and they just bust them. You know, 20, 30 minutes, drop them off, come back. You know, it's.
This is what pops in my.
This is what. My bad. Go ahead.
My bad. This is what pops in my mind. Here we are, our country shipping all these billions of dollars over to Ukraine. Why ain't this company sending some money over to Ukraine? They're gonna sit around and build shit in our country. They should be taking all that money and shipping it over to their people and taking care of their own damn people. Not fucking. What you know what I'm saying? Like, why ain't they using their money for that shit instead of our tax dollars? And I understood what you said, Mr. Plummer, about how it seems like we're sending money over there, they're bringing it back over here, and they're using it to do these things. But even if you take that away, what the fuck is a bunch of Ukrainians doing, spending a bunch of money here, building up shit, owning shit here, when they should be worrying about their damn country that's being in a war? Like, it just doesn't make no damn sense to me, man.
Facts.
Some crazy shit.
They know they don't plan on going back. That's the whole thing. They know damn well as soon as they touch American soil, they're here forever. They will never go back to Ukraine. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's really funny because earlier, Native, when you were talking about, you know, the Ukraine and all that stuff, and I said they're funneling. I said that like a couple of times, and then Previn Plummer comes up here, and you know, and I was thinking that already because of, you know, the shit my cousin had told me, man. And dude, it's just so crazy, man. They're fucking taking our fucking money that we actually don't even have.
Yeah, they're taking money from our grandchildren.
They've weaponized the free market, and that's the problem. Is we can't figure out how do you fight the free market without looking like a hypocrite.
A consumer class with no borders. That's what they want. This is happening in every country, not just ours. The open border thing is happening in Europe. It's happening in Asia. It's happening everywhere. If y'all been following the Italian lady who's probably going to be the next prime minister, and they're trying to make her out like the next Mussolini, I'm like, seriously, the first Italian female prime minister, and you're doing this to her?
She's savage.
Oh man, if you listen to what she's saying, I'm like, oh my God, she's making so much sense. And if you talk to the average Italian citizen, they're saying yes, the illegal immigration is a problem because we're losing our identity as a country. And that's the whole idea. That's George Soros, the WF, whoever. That's their plan. They don't want borders. They don't want countries. They want to control the world. They want the population to be the consumer class. Own nothing.
Slaves.
Yes, serfs. They want to set themselves up as the rulers, the nobility again. They want to go back to that. And that's what they're working towards, man. And man, Prepper Plumber, that's down the road, brother. Like, you're right down the road from me, man. Like, if they're doing that there where you are, they're doing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing it like near where you folks are. They're doing that shit everywhere.
Yeah, I wonder how many different motherfucking places that is happening, and we just don't know, because you know they cover up everything, keep everything silent as much as they can.
Yeah.
They
didn't count on the Prepper Plumber paying attention, though. That's what they didn't count on.
But they did the same thing, Previn Plummer, up in north of me, up in North Arkansas. They a guy emailed me and talked to me about it and was like, man, there's all these houses going up and shit. And he goes, man, I went over there and was trying to talk to this one guy that pulled up, and he looked all important and shit, you know. And he said, I tried to talk to him, and he was like, well, these houses are not for locals. And that's all he would tell him. So they're doing that shit in North Arkansas too, man. Up there where all the pretty country is and shit, where the good soil is, man.
Well, we know that these motherfuckers are gonna attack all the places. I mean, look how hard they're going after Texas. They're gonna go after Florida. They're gonna go after the Arkansas. They're gonna go after South Carolinas. They're gonna go after these places that are still free America and try to destroy it and turn it into, you know, New York, San Francisco. That's their target. They don't need to target the other places. They're already fucked up, and they already got them fucked up. Now it's just going to be an attack on the places that are left that they haven't got to yet, and they show it every day. If you look, it's happening every day.
That's why Texas is almost purple.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I watched something today. There was some school in Texas. I don't know which part. That they were having like one of those drag shows for kids in Texas. I was like, in Texas? The fuck's going on down there?
That's what I seen. Was it at a bar? And they talked about the owner of the bar's son was cross-dressed.
Exactly.
That actually. that actually happened. Like I talked about that on a live like a month and a half ago, man.
I think it was Austin, Texas, most likely.
Still spreading around, and the people in that town, they weren't happy about it. You know what I'm saying? The people of that town were like upset about it and shit. But you know what can you do? It was fucked up. Had fucking dancing right in front of little kids, and the mom sitting there just happy as shit. Like, yeah, let this.
Did y'all see that? Did you see that one Tribe? Did you see that one Tribe where they were doing like Disney characters? It was like a dude dressed up like Ariel from Little Mermaid, and a little girl was rubbing his junk.
Oh my god!
I was like, what the fuck are we doing? I was like, whose fucking daughter is this? What the fuck are you doing? You
See, like, how are you not shooting that person and just taking that shit to a jury trial?
And he was letting her do it too, like for like a minute. Like, yeah, he
be illegal. They should be. There should be police brought there right then and people locked up. Period.
No, he would be dead if that was my daughter.
Oh, I hear that. I hear that. But I mean, how are these people getting away with it?
Because they're protected. They're a protected class.
Right. In 10 years, the fucking child molesters are going to be just as fucking privileged as the LGBTQ and all that other bullshit. I'm telling you.
It'll be normal.
Yeah, in our lifetime.
It'll be a preference.
I agree with you. They're pushing that. Like, they're pushing for that. But do you think our society will go that far without revolution? I mean, come on.
Yeah, because we know it's actively happening in Hollywood, but yet we still watch fucking movies.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything about it. It'll just happen.
As long as it's over there, then I'll just sit here and see it's nasty. You know.
All I can say about all that is
you got AC and food in the refrigerator.
They don't care.
All I can say about that is God is sure going to strike us down. I'm just telling you.
Did you guys see? Did you see Newsom sign that new law for California, where kids from out of state can come into California, minors, and get their whackers cut off if they wanted to, without parental consent?
Without parental consent. That's the worst part of the bill.
They can come to California and do it.
Like why the fuck?
Like a sanctuary state for kids wanting to be trained.
For child molestation and mutilation.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Where does California get their water from? Nevada and they get their water from the Colorado River?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of contract do they have in place? Like, why can't just shut them motherfuckers off?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, boom.
Shut them motherfuckers off. Los Angeles is in a desert. Cut the water off from that motherfucker now.
Yep.
Leave it going, because if you cut the water off, they're all going to leave and they're going to come to a city near you.
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
I know, but something's got like we got to do something.
But they're going to lose a lot on the way.
The point where we just say, you know what, let's build a wall around California and let them do whatever they want.
I say give California back to Mexico. Shit, I'm sorry. Boom, take it back.
Yeah, I'm all for them.
It's funny you said that. I watched a video today from the WF. It was like their program of how they're going to chop up the different countries in the world. They want to combine Canada, United States, and Mexico into one thing, and then chop it up into 3 different provinces. And it's really fucked up what they want to do and why they want to do it that way. It's super racist why they want to do it the way they want to do it. I wish I could drop a link so y'all could go watch that video. It's fucked up what they have planned for the world.
Why can't you drop a link?
I don't know. Can I?
Yeah.
Of course you can.
You're a mod even, so I mean.
You're being lazy.
I'll do it. I love y'all. I'll do it.
Drop the damn link so we can go see what you're talking about.
I will. I'm dropping it right now. Y'all gotta watch cigarettes. Let me find it. It'll take a while. Y'all talk
crazy, man.
So I am kind of like, I was against secession, but I'm kind of leaning back into it a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like there's some pieces that we can get rid of.
Balkanization. Yes. That might be the answer.
Yes. What I want to ask y'all, fellas, man. What do y'all think about this pipeline explosion and all this nuke talk and shit? I know we talked about it before and shit, but all of us ain't been on the thing and really dove into it. Like it's something big going down, man. You know, you got things being put up in Russia preparing. I think it's preparing their people for a nuclear attack because they're sitting there pushing the fact that America is the only country to ever use nukes, and they've done it twice. So it's like giving them a pass that we can do it too. You know what I'm saying? And he just made those areas down there. You know, now they're supposedly Russian by Putin, and the UN. You know, is gonna. It seems like they're gonna accept fucking Ukraine into the UN, and we all know what Putin said he would do if that was ever the case. And they've already like tried to sign in and shit. But I think we're looking at World War III before it's all said and done. I don't see how it couldn't.
I think he's gonna do it. I hope he does it. Honestly, I hope he does it. We need a little bit of shock and awe.
Damn it! I have never felt. Y'all, I mean, I've never felt that we're this close to nuclear war before. Y'all know me. I've always been reserved when I talk about the possibility of a nuclear weapon falling on American soil. I recant everything. After what I've seen, after those two pipelines blew up at the same time on the same day that the European Union's new pipeline opened, I was like, yeah, nuclear war is definitely on the table. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
definitely
I've pulled all my plastic out, Tribe, and I'm starting to stage it in different parts of the house just in case I see a mushroom cloud. I'm like, fuck, Tribe. So I got to put plastic up everywhere. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah. No
I'm not
bullshit.
playing, man.
oh.
We're digging our cellars. Like, our cellar projects are now priority. Like, we're trying to get all of our sub-level stuff dug into the
Well,
hill. Man, because
Do you
fuck.
think we're closer now than they were during the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that other shit?
Yes, because
No.
it seems like they're purposely driving us there. Everything they do is to make it happen on both sides. Like, it's like they're antagonizing Putin on purpose to make him use, because Putin has tactical nukes he can use.
Yeah.
Like real
And look at-
literally. Yeah.
And look at his actions. Look what he's doing with his people. He's fucking drafting hundreds of thousands of people. Like, they're
Hundreds.
suiting up.
Yes.
I don't think he's suiting up for Ukraine. I think he's suiting
Did
up
you
for a world
did you
war.
see that guy that they got the head of the, or whoever's in charge of the draft and shit? It was on Crowder, and he was talking on one of the news stations, and he was like, I think they do, the deserters need to be just drug out in the street and shot.
Yes.
He was like, she was like, I don't think shooting people is a good idea. Well,
Right.
shoot
That's a
people.
good recruiting tool. We're gonna shoot
Right.
you if you don't join.
And it was like
Oh,
every
there
like all the borders are fucking 10-12 hour waits and shit. Every airline out of Russia is completely packed.
When has that ever happened? When has that ever happened? Where everybody's trying to leave? I mean, millions
They
of
don't-
people are trying to flee Russia.
Yeah,
Right.
they don't want to fight for that country.
I mean,
They're not down for it.
we can sit around and put a blindfold on and act like there's nothing happening in the world, or we can really look at things and be like, you know, they don't have to come out and tell us there's going to be a world war. You can look at things going on and pretty much tell yourself, hey, this leads to something here.
It's like, tell us there's going to be World War III without telling us there's going to be World War III.
Right.
Right.
Now,
It's
Let
coming,
me-
man.
Let's do a false Freddy with
Something
the
bad
Nord
coming.
Stream 2 pipelines. That's a
Are
false
y'all
Freddy.
excited though?
False Freddy, I like that.
That's what
let me
it
throw a
is.
caveat in here. Now, we sat back and watched the military go from don't ask, don't tell to transgender, gay, this, that, and the others all accepted, so on and so forth. To here last year, they inducted to where females can be drafted too in our own country.
Mhm.
So if you're in the mindset of short-term chess moves, that ain't it. They've been planning this for years, since I would dare to say since Obama. He's the one set the puppet regime up in Ukraine, you know, so
Yeah.
on and so forth. I mean, they have literally lockstep this faction versus that faction, without a doubt. I mean, because now it's not just your young men. I mean, we stand to lose a whole generation over people fighting for money. You know, and typically we funded all of it.
Yep,
Yep.
that's facts.
That's the fucked up part about it. We're funding it without permission, though. That's what pisses me off. No one asked us to vote. Like, hey, should we send $60 billion to Ukraine to fund this war? No one asked us that shit. It's not even us paying for it. It's our fucking kids and grandkids.
Yeah, it's money we don't.
You know,
Yeah,
like our government is out of fucking control, man. Like
Yes,
that's why,
sir.
like, I'm so black pilled. I don't even like. I know that we should be having a red wave this November. I don't think we are. I really don't.
Right?
Like, I know this is a membership, but I don't want to get Tribe Channel a strike by implying certain things about this election. But I don't think the powers that be are going to let it go the way that it should go. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
I
right.
think
I
they're
know
putting
exactly
shit in
what
place,
you're saying.
man. I think they're
Mhm.
putting shit in place. Like people need to wake up. Like I don't know.
All right,
Right.
Native, you're ex-military. How do you test the perimeter? You go around, look for weak spots, this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
Well,
You got to press
Trump and Biden was the weak spot. They found out how they could get away with the X, Y, and Z, and they found out every single state that looks for this, and this. So now, in the next election, they'll be sure to cover all those bases too.
I believe it, man. Like Tribe brought this up in one of his videos a few weeks ago. Nothing happens with this regime that they didn't plan for. Like nothing's a surprise to them. They've been planning this shit for a long time. You're right. You're right, Purple Plumber. Like, they know
Calculated.
what they're doing. Like Biden, Harris, they're pawns, man. They're being used up. They're going towards a purpose. And I'm not even 100% sold on Trump, man, that he's not a part of this shit.
You never
He's
know.
not the controlled opposite. Yeah. I don't trust anybody, y'all. Would
You
I vote
can't.
for Trump if he ran? Of course. Do I mean I fully trust him that he's not a part of this shit? Fuck no, man. I don't trust anybody. And that's my right as an American citizen. And it's kind of our responsibility to question all of our leaders and not just blindly follow them.
See,
You know,
that's the problem with communism, though, is that it's not about the person; it's about the party. Like that is ingrained in them. So even if we did get rid of a Chuck Schumer or a Nancy Pelosi, you don't think there's 100 motherfuckers ready to take their spot already, predetermined, and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like none of that shit is by chance. That's the problem with being free people. And the conservatives are a bunch of bitches, and they keep backing down and keep giving up ground because they only think about the now, not the 10 or 20 years from now. And that's
exactly.
We have never got an inch back of any kind of compromise from dealing with the fucking liberals and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Never once have we even came close to a fair fucking trade. It's bullshit. We're led by bitches, every fucking one of them.
I look at it like this. Man. We should have seen it coming when they picked Kamala Harris to run with Biden. Because why would they do that? If you looked at Kamala Harris, nobody wanted her in charge. Nobody liked her. Even the Democrats were like, fuck this chick. No way. They got rid of her so fast on that panel of 20 Democrats that were going to go, whatever. She was like one of the first ones out. So if you were really trying to win, you wouldn't pick the worst possible person to put with your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was kind of, and that's what we got to watch out for now. When they start doing things, watch what they do. If they're doing shit and they're doing shit that doesn't make any sense and it looks like, well, why would you do that? That's going to make your chances worse. You might as well go ahead and say fuck it because they already know they're winning. They already know what's put in place because they don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
I think that was a failed plan. I do. I've always thought it was a failed plan. I thought it was going to be Biden gets sick with COVID and get added to the body count of certain politicians. And then I thought that Kamala would be the next on the chopping block. And then that would have left Pelosi standing in line to be our fearless leader. I always thought there was going to be accidents that happened, but the problem is after the election, so many people started paying attention and started watching, and people are doing this, and you have YouTube channels videoing this and Air Force One movements and so on and so forth, that now they've shied away from it and they're just kind of letting it run its course.
I'll throw a caveat in there, Mr. Plummer. I say that they don't even have to worry about that. Pelosi and them know that they can control everything because they got two dumb no mind having people sitting there. I think they put Biden and Kamala there. We all know Kamala is not smart. She's not a bright person. Like, she is really like not a fucking smart person. And Biden's gone in his fucking mind. So I think they just use them because a lot of these motherfuckers that have power and shit, they don't want the power position. They just want the power. They want to sit behind these pawns and let them look like the whatever while they sit back and run every fucking thing.
Yeah, they want to be like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The man behind the curtain.
Harris? Oh, my bad. Go ahead, niece.
No, that's all. Yeah.
I was like, wasn't Harris just the last of the choices? Because what you had, Hillary, Tulsi Gabbard, and Kamala Harris was the only female in the whole deal.
Kamala was the first one to drop out of the Democratic National thing because she had like 0.5% of all the different.
But see, they demonized the Tulsi Gabbard chick though. Like she's for a lib, she seems like pretty decent people. But they demonized her, so they couldn't use her for shit. Ain't nobody voting for no fucking Hillary. I think that's what it was. They were expecting Hillary to pull an 8-year thing.
And they knew it.
Yeah, and then after how bad she got beat the first time, they're like, shit, there's no way we can hide that. You know, we can't forge the numbers to make people think that, Hillary actually won. I think that's what it was.
Hillary was the plan to get it all jump started. And when she lost, it kind of screwed them up. So they had to scramble and find somebody at the last minute. Because why didn't Biden run 4 years ago?
Exactly.
When Clinton was running, why didn't he run? It's because they didn't want him to. He wasn't the plan.
Why didn't he run? Yeah. Why didn't Biden run after Obama? Like,
exactly.
He was the vice president. Why didn't he run?
Because they didn't want him to.
And that's what makes me kind of believe in Trump. Because if you look at it and you look at it in that way, here's this dude that come out of nowhere, and they didn't even plan for this dude because they thought ain't no way in hell this dude's gonna win.
He screwed up.
And then boom, they just let it go because they just think Hillary's gonna, you seen it all the way up till the election night. Everybody was just talking like Hillary had already won it.
Yep.
Right.
And then boom, so you gotta maybe look at Trump like maybe this dude ain't on the inside. Maybe this dude ain't completely.
He screwed up their plans.
Fucking deep state motherfuckers.
That's why I think he's just that once in a lifetime thing that happens. You know what I mean? That we could look back in history and be like, oh, that dude just popped up, fucked everything up, and then just kind of disappeared.
He was a fluke. We got to get rid of him since day one. He screwed it up. Put their plan on hold for like 4 years, and now that he's gone, now it's back again, and it's like super accelerated now.
I mean,
could you imagine what this country would look like with Hillary? Like if Hillary was in charge of the fucking the Rona stuff for 8 years, could you imagine what this country would look like right
North
now?
Korea. We'd be North Korea.
Be on lockdown still.
We would have lost the whole Constitution, man. It would be gone.
She's a student of Saul Alinsky. Like,
yes, she
so
is.
So was Obama.
Yes, he was.
I mean, you guys need to read Saul Alinsky, man. The dude, everything Obama did, everything Hillary wants to do, they're following his plan. Like, it's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
He was like he was her mentor.
Mm-hmm. It's a Marxist dude, man. Like,
I completely agree. Here's the one thing that gets me on it all is when is it going to get enough for the American people to stand up and say, hey, you either do your job or we're going to drag you out like the French Revolution and guillotine your ass on the front steps. Because, like, the whole Hillary deal, the 35,000 missing emails, that shouldn't even been an issue. She should have been drawn and quartered under freaking military court-martial over Benghazi. before they ever knew about the private server.
Yep.
That's exactly what should have happened. And everybody here and everybody that paid any attention to it knows that's what should have happened.
Agreed.
But
Service didn't die
these-
because of her.
Exactly. These people are to the untouchable status. Well, then you have the Congress and your state legislature and this, that, and the other that are just below the untouchable status. Well, when are we going to stand up, go to these people and say, okay, if you're not doing your job, you're going to go. Your job is to tell these people they have to go. So on and so forth down the line. I mean, I don't mean to
I will
sound a
say
dead alarm, but I
if
mean,
nobody's going to do anything. And once the people who are making about $250,000 a year, $250,000, $300,000 a year in that range for a family, once they start suffering, that's when you'll start seeing actual movement and potential violence popping up from our side. But though, like Native was saying, like I got parts of my family, like them motherfuckers just went out and bought a Hellcat. You know what I mean? Like they ain't worried about shit. Once they start suffering, then we'll start getting a little bit of hope that some shit will move. You know what I mean?
That's the whole plan, though. They're going to do that. They're not going to let them feel that on purpose. They'll just keep punishing the middle class and the lower class over and over and over and over again, and they'll never let those people, the rich people or the upper middle class, even feel a little bit of it because they already know what would happen. So it's by design. They're just going to
they're going to keep us separated right on that fucking
on
line.
purpose. Just going to give you just a little bit and give them a little bit, and they're not ever going to feel the burn.
Yeah.
Well,
that way,
then maybe
more folks jump up. Oh, it's those evil heathens down there with no money. You know what I mean? That's class warfare, man. 101.
Well, maybe we need World War III then. You know what I'm saying? Just real quick. Maybe we need World War III. Maybe we need to be attacked over here to start shit up.
I agree,
You know
Tribe.
what I'm saying?
I agree, Tribe. Like, 100%. I have a question for the panel talking about all this stuff because I feel like everyone here on the panel and most of you guys in the chat too, that's why you're part of the underground, you feel the same way that I feel like we're all black-pilled on some level, that we don't have faith in the system anymore. We feel like the system is so corrupted. It don't matter what happens next. We're all going toward the same end. This is all coming to an end. This is a collapse because that's what the powers that be want. The central banks control the world at this point, and there's nothing we can do to change that. There really isn't. But what we can change is we can say, no, we're going to fight you to the death. That's what the free peoples of the world can do. It really is. So my question to you guys is, I think about this a lot. If I could go back to 20 years ago and talk to my younger self and beat the shit out of him and say, this is what you need to do. Because 20 years from now, shit's going to be bad. So you need to set yourself up. And I talk about being an outlier a lot. And to me, an outlier is being in the position where no matter what happens in the world, you're okay. So like I think about where I live here in the Carolinas, and we're fairly free, but we're still so close to so many things. And I think about, if I could go anywhere in the United States of America, buy 100 acres of land and set up a homestead 20 years ago, so that no matter what happens, we're self-sufficient. We're not dependent on the government. There's money in an account that will pay our taxes, for 100 years. If I could do that, but even if I could do that, that wouldn't be enough for me. I would still want to be a part of what's going on right now, so I can help other people come to where we are. So I mean, do you guys think like that? That you think about like, there's like it's like there's a part of you who doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. You just want to go off in the wilderness and live your life and be happy with your family and your friends and have your community and be self-sufficient and not be a part of any of this bullshit and not have to worry about eating bugs and global powers and central banks and all this shit. But at the same time, I feel like all of you brothers and sisters have something inside of you that the reason we're even here right now on YouTube in the underground is because we want to be a part of the fight, because it's in us, because we're righteous and we want
Warriors.
justice. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Americans. You know what I'm saying? Savages, man.
Yeah, I want to do
we
both.
we because we think about our kids, we think about our grandkids, we think about the future. Like, we're gonna leave this place.
Yep.
And what are we gonna leave for our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids? Are we really gonna fuck this place up and turn it into North Korea? It just doesn't make any fucking sense, man. We gotta stand up. We gotta be in the mix. We gotta be in the fight, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those that won't lead will follow. The problem is our school system, the indoctrination camps, so on and so forth, have taught everybody to follow. And us, you know, our generation, are the only ones willing to lead. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is.
That was the plan, though. That was the plan anyway. They had 20 years. They had a whole generation to work on kids. 20 years ago. Now we have people that are 21, 22, and those are the ones now. I mean, they've been indoctrinated for 20 years already, generation. And like Tribe mentioned in that other live, they're not worried about people that are over 35 or over 30 or over 40, because they already know they can't get us to change our mind and do what they want us to do. So they're going after the children that are doing it now with everything that we're seeing. And that's how it's going to work. We're up against a really hard battle.
No doubt.
To try to, I mean,
we're gonna dip out here in a couple minutes. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Just saying.
That's what's up. I just want to say hey to everybody in chat, man. I've been seeing y'all. I just had an opportunity to say hello to everyone. It's good to see y'all, man. Y'all, bro. Can I say this though? I know we're almost done on time. I went into Angry's chat the other day. I hadn't been there in a long time. I like to go in there and just see what's up. The other day he had Lucky Dame on there, and I want to say hey to Sandwich. Y'all, brothers and sisters, a lot of y'all in here. Prepper Plumber, you were in there, and I just want to say, like, man, our community, we're it, man. Anybody's chat, we own it, because we're the real motherfuckers out there trying to change the world. It was amazing being in that chat and seeing all my brothers and sisters saying hey to me and shit. Like, it was wonderful, man. And I feel like if we go in anyone's chat in this community, it's going to be us. Yeah, because we're out here trying to change the world. We're not trying to have YouTube channels and shit. We're really trying to affect our own families, like Nisi and Hutch and Prepper Plumber said and Tribe said. We're trying to build up something better for our children. So wherever you go, we're there, y'all. The underground.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. No doubt. We a tribe, man. We a tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got a quick question. So when is the first Outliers live? When the fuck are we getting a Native Members live?
I'm telling you, man, I'm working on it. I don't want to do like I did last time and jump the gun and not have something prepared for people. But I got something for y'all, man. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Can I just say
you started your wait a minute.
Have 10,000 subscribers now. Don't y'all
started a members? You started a members?
Not yet. Yet. I am. Hutch knows me too good. I am starting a membership called the Outliers.
Chill. Well, what was I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to. I'm gonna go over there and fucking member up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let a brother know.
I'm getting there, man. I don't want to put a burden on people, man. We're in a recession, so I'm gonna do like a 99-cent thing, like, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out, but I want to, man. I miss the Brave Nation. I miss the fuck out of it. I miss my morning show. Damn it.
No doubt. No doubt.
I miss your morning show. That was my entertainment going to work every day.
I appreciate it, man. Prepper Plumber be there every morning. I'm on my way to work. He put his wisdom in there for the day. Backwoods, Hutch, Tribe, everybody be up in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, shit, we'll be looking forward to it, brother.
I know.
I appreciate it.
Anybody else want to say anything before we dip out?
Yeah, man. I just want to say that I'm unhomo attracted to Native after tonight, man. The words that he is spitting is truth, and brother, I would follow you into any fucking battle, any fucking time, and we'll fucking. I got your six, brother.
I
Just
believe
saying.
it was 100%, man.
I mean, at the bottom of my heart, and everybody else on this panel too, and all you motherfucking fucking liberal bitches, fucking Democrat and haters out there, go fuck yourselves. How about that shit?
Right?
There it
That was
is.
backwards.
There it is.
Fuck y'all, motherfuckers, man. Haters. How you say it, tribe? Hi,
Haters
haters.
gonna hate.
Haters.
Hi,
Hey,
haters.
haters.
I hate
Fuck y'all.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
They
indeed.
grinding their teeth right now.
All right, y'all. Till the next underground, you know what I'm saying? It'll be soon. And we're gonna be doing stuff all week, maybe all this weekend too. Was it Friday? Yeah, we probably do some
Friday.
stuff.
Do it.
We gonna
Get it.
We'll get
Do
it
it.
in, all of us.
Hell yeah.
So, I appreciate y'all chilling. Appreciate everybody on the panel. Thanks for hanging and all that good stuff. All the mods, you know, all the love, man. Just all love everywhere, man. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Right. And fuck Gray Man.
I second that. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right. Bye.